What's up, traders? Stan Gluzman here with 7 Points Capital, bringing to you today's trader takeaways. Let's take a look at SPY first and foremost. We opened up a little bit, went sideways, pretty much all day went sideways, trending up slightly, and then we dumped after 2 o'clock towards the end of the day. On a daily, we could see that we have some support at 270, at 269.5, so we'll see how we react to that price tomorrow. For now, let's take a look at some of the stuff we traded today. I started watching NIHD in the morning. We gapped up. It was uptrending for a couple days now. It's one of those trash stocks, flying pigs, so to speak. So I was looking for an opportunity to get short, and I actually started shorting into this pop right here because I was watching the tape pre-market, and I saw some pretty big offers at 64, 65 and above. So I started smashing it here at 62, 61, all I could get. Couldn't get much, covered it here, and then once we opened, we started downtrending, and from there on I started shorting pops, covering washes, and I think right here was where I really sized in. Pretty big size. I think I went 2 times my max size. There's a pretty good setup right there. We bounced into the VWAP, started putting on lower highs. We have a lot of resistance here, a lot of volume traded here, so pretty confident. I was pretty confident in this setup right here, so started covering piece by piece into the washes, and I was all done. Didn't take anything overnight, ran out of patience. Although if we look at a longer time frame chart, we have a long way down, but we have some support levels, $1, $1.20, so I took it off, ran out of patience. But overall, one of my better trades for sure. FTR, this one, actually let me start off by NTRI. So this is the stock that put me on tilt this morning, and ever since I put on this trade, I had a pretty crappy morning because I was actually up really nicely, everything unrealized, 4 or 5 positions in FTR, VRX, AKRX, everything was going in my direction, and I saw this setup right here, started shorting some mids, and I had so many positions that I completely forgot about putting a stop. I was slowly getting fills, and I forgot about putting a stop. I started managing other positions, and I looked away. Literally 2 minutes later, we're trading what, 40 cents higher or something like that. Yeah, 40 cents higher, and I'm massively out of the money. So this position, it was a complete accident, and in this case, excuse me, in this case, what do I have to do? I have to close out the position and you know, take a breather and keep going. But instead of doing that, I went completely on tilt, just really on tilt, and tried to make the money back, which is the biggest mistake a trader could make. And I started shorting, which one was it? FTR. And at the time, I was already up nicely in FTR. I shorted FTR right here on the break. It tried to pop. It couldn't pop. It was met with big offers, so I started shorting it, and I covered into the wash. And then after that trade in NTRI, I lost a big chunk of my P&L, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to really size into this one. So I'm thinking this is going to break, and I literally shorted 66s, 65, 67s, pretty massive size, and I was riding it all the way up, and I covered, my stop was above 7, so I got slipped too. So 704, 705, this was me right here. So that was the takeaway for me. You know, if you put on an accidental, you know, you forget to put in a stop, you know, run into some trouble there, just close a position, take a breather, and don't do anything stupid. And I knew it, but at the time it's really hard to actually do the right thing. And from here on, I just started trading like an idiot, until I actually went for lunch and came back and kind of reassessed, had a coffee. Meanwhile, I still had an NIHD trade going on, so this one kind of kept my my head in place, so to speak. Although NTRI, towards the end of the day, I did make everything back in that stupid loss in these setups right here. The buyer would step in, you could buy it, rallies up. This buyer would step away, it would drop, so you could get short. Buyer steps back in, goes up, buyer steps away, goes down. So every single one of these was just a really really easy scalp. So this is what Mike was talking about yesterday. VRX missed the initial big drop, but I shorted, I believe one of these pops I had short, and was riding it all the way down, and reshorted right here and got stopped out on one of these candles right here. Overall pretty decent trade. FIT, I actually wasn't even watching it. I completely forgot about FIT. It had pretty big volume yesterday. Had earnings report yesterday, I believe, and gap down, SSR, all that good stuff. And started watching it for the close, and I caught a really nice trade right here. I got long, very big buyer stepped in, so I bought in with some pretty good size, and I was selling to him actually at 481. I sold about half at 481, and the rest I sold at 80.5 at the mids. And then I was selling to him right here at 80, getting short because he was buying through dark pool, but the lit exchanges were pretty thick, so it would take a lot of volume to break that level. So I was getting short over here, and I covered everything here at the mids. So these two scalps were, you know, pretty decent trades. But yeah, these were my takeaways. A bit of a roller coaster in the morning, and then you know, made pretty much everything back, and then some towards the end, towards the close. And NIHD is pretty much the highlight of the day. This was really nice, covering into washes, shorting pops. Every time it pops, it would get sold right back down, and you can cover right into those washes. So really easy trades. Pretty excited about this one tomorrow. Hopefully there's more action, more volume on this tomorrow. Maybe we'll get a pop to short into again. But these are my takeaways. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.